What's up, guys? Crow with Mahalo Video Games, and I am so excited here to sit down and be playing Sonic. That's right, the original Sonic, hailing all the way back from 1991. I used to spend days on end in my basement playing this game. So I'm super excited to sit down and start playing it again. It's been years, and this is honestly one of my favorite childhood memories right here. So. Always make sure to keep an eye out on the trees, because the trees actually have a lot to hide, whether they be springs or maybe even ring boxes. So you always want to make sure you're looking in the trees and jumping into them for those. So I always used to take the highest road possible when playing. Usually it always ended up paying off because staying up high was always a lot more difficult. So they usually end up rewarding you with you know, strings of coins or even places like this, which give you a lot here. So I think the best way for me to do this is to jump and try and, yeah, see, I wanted to try and bounce off that that bug to get up more, but didn't quite work out the way that I wanted it to. But still, there, I'm at 100, I'm at 113 actually, and as you can see, you get an extra life at 100 rings, so now make sure when you're coming up here, see, once you have 50 rings, that big ring here across the finish line exists, which is the way that you get Chaos Emeralds in Sonic 1, so make sure that you jump into it before crossing the finish line so that you can move on to the special stage and start collecting the Chaos Emeralds. So this was the special stage from the first Sonic. It was kind of all about collecting coins or rings while navigating through this constantly turning maze. And the real trick to it was the fact that there are actually spots where you can fall into, that if you fall into it, you'll be done for good. So you want to make sure you don't fall into those. And still here navigating into the center here just like that. Now, you could have taken the time to try and gather more rings, but I don't like the fear of messing up your jump. I'd rather get the Chaos Emerald because there's only a limited amount of Chaos Emeralds that you can get, attempts to get the Chaos Emeralds. So I want to make sure that I'm taking full advantage and trying to get those. Now, that being said, now coming into the second stage here, want to do the same thing and collect as many as possible. Now there was a perfect example of checking out the tree. As I said earlier, it had a nice shield hidden in it for me, which now means I'm protected for a little bit. Not really so worried about panicking about losing my my 50 rings before crossing the finish line. So. Oh, dang it. See, I keep making the mistake of holding, I turn back to try and actually turn with that loop, and it doesn't actually work the way that I want it to, so make sure that you're still holding forward, because yeah, it's not having the kneel down spin in Sonic 1 is definitely more difficult. Now here, as I actually knew that was coming up from before, so as you come down that that twisty pipe, make sure that you're slowing yourself down so that you can jump into that ring again if you have over the 50 ring limit. So I'll jump in here and do the special stage, and then show you guys how I get this done, and then move on to the next level here. Hopefully I oh. That's what can be really scary about the special stages. Once you kind of start falling, and if you don't know which way that you're going, you could end up falling endlessly, and that's never a good thing. So you want to try and keep control of your spins by anticipating and kind of climbing up the turning platforms here. Now see, what's nice is I can actually sit here and I can use that reverse to my advantage and just basically try and jump up here. And then once you can get it to kind of turn in your favor like that, then work your way back in. And there we go. There's the second Chaos Emerald. So I hope you guys enjoyed. There's 2 Chaos Emeralds. The first 2 levels I'm going to get into the next video, take down the 3rd zone and Robotnik. So catch you next time.